Hello guys, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. For the library management system for Read or Write Public Library, here are the first page, which is Startup page. So at this page we have picture box. There is logo of Read or Write Public Library, and also we have the label that contain the message to the user, the system user. Which is the hello, welcome to Read or Write Public Library. And here we have three button, which is button login, button new user, and also button exit. Button login, button login will bring us to the next page, which is login page. And button new user will bring us to the registration page, and also button exit we exit the system. Alright, so here is the login page, which this is the first item that we need to log in to the next page of the system. So here the username, like I mentioned here, is the username Isma1112, and also the password. So we click the login button to go to the next page. We have here the login button and also the back button. The back button will go to the startup page, and the login button will go to the menu page. So the username is Isma12 and the password is 120015. Login. That's all. Before this, I mentioned about the startup page. So when we click at the new user button, so we go through to the registration page. At registration page, we need to enter the information needed, which is staff ID, name, phone number, username, and also password. So here we have staff ID. Staff ID is the identity card number. We also need the name, and we need the phone number, the username, also the password. So here we have three buttons: register button, save button, and also exit button. So when we click the register button, the data will go to the database. Also the save button, register successful. Then we have also the exit button that will exit this registration.
So this is our menu page, which consists a lot of menu buttons, which is books, borrowers, book issues, book returns, late returns, account, and for account we have two other options, which is user, login informations, and lastly is exit menu buttons. when we click it, as you can see, there is a list of book details, which is all the books in our library. And this is the list of books in the library. If you click any book in the list box, and it will synchronize with the books of details. So if we want to try to search the books, we can enter ISBN, book title, or author. For example, we search book title, and then we click this button, which is search. Then this is the detail of Laskar Pelangi. We have ISBN and so on, category and status. And if ever we want to upgrade the detail of books, we just can choose it here. For example, we click book and we click update, and you can see here the data has been successfully, and then it's upgraded there. So if ever we want to try something else like rented, we just click update, and here we go. So we click reset to like it back to the normal. Okay, if ever we want to add new books in the systems, we just click here and put all the details in the text box. Okay, so for example, we will put the information just like this. Yes, 2017 is 2018, and we choose it to Mikhail, and the author for book Mikhail is Ramli Awang. Publisher name is Buku book category is the status is rented, for example, and we click add, and then here we go. As you can see, it's become number 20. And also, as you can see in the list of book, we can add two at the same times, like one is available and one is rented. And if you ever want to delete it because we make a mistake, we just click delete and it is deleted. So this is all the books in the library. So we click return to back to the menu page. So this is our menu page. So we click borrowers, and as you can see, this is the borrower form. We have search button, reset button, add button, update button, delete button, and return buttons. And this is our all the list of borrowers, and this is a list of borrower books and the other details like overdue days, late return status, that we can upgrade it just by clicking update. Okay, so this is, and okay, and if ever we want to search any name, for example, we click Nurin Fariha. This is the last name, not the full name. So we search, they was not found, even though it is there. So we must search the full name. So Nurin Fariha binti Ibrahim. So we click search, and there is the detail of the borrowers, like number of books, title, and the details. Or if we ever want to upgrade it, we just focus it here. Nurin Fariha, she has rented, late return status, and late return fines. So we just update number of 0. As you can see, the number of books is upgraded to 0. That means she returned the books. and we can reset to back it to the normal. So for example, we try other name, we click delete. Data have been removed, so there is no new Sharia anymore in the list of borrowers. So we want to add new. We just click the name Muhammad Amir bin Azahari. Then for identity cards, we change it to 00, the IC, and phone number we just change it to 0.3, and for example, and this is the number. And for the address, we just click clicks. Actually, it is easier if you just click add, and it is auto clear all the text in the text box. This is just for example. So we just click here as the address and change the email. Make sure this is your ICSWA email, not your personal email. And number of book is 1, and the book title is Amir Budak Paling Comel. For example, for example, the book title is Ranjau Sepanjang Hari. So we click add, and here in the borrower's detail there is the new upgrades. Okay. So we just click delete if we ever want to delete it. So it is deleted, and then we just
okay, next we will continue with this book issue. Okay, first, when you are clicking the button at the menu, but at the menu pages, which is book issue, so when the user click the button, these pages will appear. Okay, so first I will gonna show you guys what is the VB or recording for book issue. Okay, first there have coding for button exit, which is when we are clicking the button, it will terminate all the pages. Okay, for second one is the coding for button clear, which is when you user click the button clear, all the text box are listed at there will be clear. Okay, and the last one is button new, which is when the user want to add a new issue or there are a new borrower or something like that. When the user just clicking the button new, it will appear a new pages or a new form about the new issue. Okay, and then for the new issue VB or a new issue coding. Okay, so for the first one is the coding for button add, which means when user click the button add, the user will be allowed to enter a new information about the borrowers, about the book details or something like that. They will provide a new role for them to enter the new details. Okay, for the button delete, it will be clear all the text box that appear on the pages. And then for button save, this is coding for button save, which means when the user click the button save, all the details or the information that are listed here will be saved. Okay, and then last one is button exit, which means it will terminate all the pages. Okay, all the interface. Okay, next I will show you guys the interface or the interface for book issue. Okay, this is the interface for book issue, and this is interface for new issue. Okay, so we're gonna try to run the book issue. Okay, so when we are clicking the run button or start to run the interface, so this will be appear. Okay, so for the first one, this is the book details. And this is borrower details. Okay, so we're gonna look at when we search book at this one. For example, we are clicking the time machine. So all the data about the time machine will appear at this. So for the ISBN, for the book title, and who is the author of the book. Okay, and then for borrower's details. Okay, when we are clicking any borrower's name or about the borrower details will appear at here. Okay, so for sure we are going to try Nur Shahira, and then the details will appear like this. Okay, let's continue with when we are clicking the button clear, all the information will be clear. And then we're going to try with the button of new issue. Okay, so when we are clicking when the user are clicking the new issue button, so this interface will be appear. Okay, so this is a data grid of the book issue, which is all the listed borrower's names, the book title's name, the author and year publication, and others than that. So first, when we are trying to click at the others borrower's name, for example Nurin Fariha, so all the details will be appear here. Okay, this one day in the life of event Dennis Sovich, the year publication 1962. So but what we're gonna do is right now, when there are some new issue, so the user need to add the new issue in this form. Okay, so we're just clicking the add button, so there will be a new row for them to enter all the information. Okay, so we're gonna try, for example, this is just for example. Okay, Sharifa, and the borrower ID is 3, the SPN 23, the title is Chari, the author is Taim, the publisher name is Srikaya, the year publication is 2009, and the status is rented. Okay, so we're just going to choose any date. There's a random date, 3 August, just a random one. Okay, it works. So what user need to do after add a new issue, they need to save the data. So the data will be appear at this row. So all the information will be saved like this. Okay, that's it. Okay, so when the user already finished using this form, they just need to click the button as it. So that's all. Thank you.
Okay, next we will go to the book return page. When user click book return button at the main page, this page will appear. Okay, let's see the interface for book return. This is the interface for book return. This is the button for search name. This is the button for return, and this is the button for exit. Okay, for the coding. Okay, this is the coding for button search name. This, when the staff want to search borrower name, she can type at this text box and search and click search name. The name will appear on this data grid view. Okay, next. Okay, let's see the button return coding. This is the button return coding. Okay, when the staff search the name of the borrower, the name will appear on this data grid view. So if the borrower wants to return their book, so they can staff can click at this select checkbox and click return button here. Okay, next let's go for the button exit. Button exit will close this page. Okay, let's run this interface. Okay, this is the interface for the book return. Okay, let's try. Okay, next, after we type the name, the borrower name, click the search name button. Okay, the name will appear here. Okay, next, the staff need to check for the late return funds for this borrower. After the payment settled, staff can tick the checkbox here and and click return button, and the message box will appear. The book has been returned. Then click exit button.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So now I'm gonna try to run the late return information. So at first, we try to enter the false information, which is the borrower's name or borrower's IC who doesn't return the late book. So for example, 0010511654. So it shows that the borrower's ICs doesn't return the book late, or the borrower's IC doesn't have data in the database. Okay, now we reset and gonna enter the correctly, which is 000503110116. So and search. Okay, so it shows the data for the Nur Ain Humaira, which is who returned the late books based on our data enter, which is the borrower's IC. So the total payment is 2.5. So if we wanna print the receipt, we just click the button print receipt, and if you want to cancel, and it's done. Reset and also exit. That's all. Thank you.
Alright, how to add the new information or add new user. First, we need to click here, then add new information of that user. So here, my name and the password, the staff ID, which is the identity card number of the user, or something else, anything else. So the staff name, and also last but not least, the phone number. So next we need to do is click the add button to add the information or the information. So here we did to add new user. Password and the staff ID, which is the identity card number. The staff name, and also the phone number. Hit the button. We also can update their information. Click here and we update, such as we want to change the password maybe. So click button update from 89302 to done to 00393. Before this 89302. We also can use delete button to delete. But first, here the list bot. This bot will list the name of the user, which is Muhammad Amir bin Al-Hari, and also Syafa Atira binti Syed Azmi. So we also can delete the information. Click here. Maybe we want to write here. Click here and click button delete. Data has been removed. So we also can use the search and reset button. Enter staff ID or staff username. So the staff ID maybe the identity card number 0008060525. Search. So here the information given with the staff ID that we write at here. So we also can set this. If we write the wrong staff ID, maybe 0058. So if we click the search button, the message box will be here. Was not found. So the data is not included in the user information page. Click button reset, and last but not least, the return button. If we click here, it will be returned to the menu page. Thank you.